Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started today. We're going to take this into child's pose to begin. So on your shins to start. Big toes to touch, knees out wide. And really let yourself sink down. Bring the knees out wide. Bring your seat all the way down toward your heels. And then as you walk your hands forward, just lower your torso down as completely as you can between your inner thighs. Go ahead and bring, maybe your forehead comes to the mat, maybe your chin, whatever you're most comfortable with. And keep the arms parallel here. Just let everything sink down. Let your eyes close. And then just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind just quiet down. And then start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, draw in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and feel the breath move toward your low back in this shape. Hold on at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work here to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then with your exhale, keep your eyes closed. Come up onto your fingertips. Keep the arms stretched long. Walk your hands over to the right side. And extend your torso long over the right thigh. Just let your head hang. Try to keep your seat low and just feel that bit of a stretch on your left side. Deep inhale. And with the exhale, bring this through center, come over to the left. And again, try to stay low. Keep your arms reaching as you walk across. Stay on your fingertips. Keep your head low here. And just feel this on the right side this time. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, stay on your fingertips here. Walk the hands into center. And just stay stretched out. Now, without quite relaxing into the shape, fingertips to the floor, try to lift your palms. And as you dig your fingertips down, try to pull yourself forward, but then sink your seat even further back toward your heels and just feel your body stretched and tractioned out in between those 2 points, or 2 areas more or less. And then go ahead, slowly walk your hands in, open your eyes, and bring yourself to an upright seat. Now you can stay here sitting on your heels, and if you need to, you can adjust and maybe take a cross-legged seat, whatever suits you best. But bring yourself upright and let's take this slow. So with your next inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reaches up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center again. Inhale, reaches up high. Now the exhale this time, just lean to the right side. Right hand down, left arm reaching right. And gaze up high here. Inhale, bring it to center, reach up through both arms. And then with the exhale, lean to your left side. Left hand down, right arm reaching left. Gaze high here and stretch this out long. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Exhale, lean right again. Try to take it deeper. Go ahead, bend that right elbow, stretch that left arm further to the side. Keep looking up. Inhale, bring it to center, both arms high. And with the exhale, lean to your left side, left hand down, right arm reaching left, stretch out long here, gaze up high. Inhale, bring it back up to center. Now with the exhale, bring the hands down toward heart center, right in front of you. Interlace your fingers, face your palms away from you, keep your elbows wide. And keep your chest open. Face the palms up toward the ceiling, keep the shoulders pulled back. And then just lean this to the right side and hold here. Bring your gaze up high, bring that left shoulder back. And if you want to take this further, go ahead, press through your palms. Use the right hand to draw the left arm across. And just feel a little bit deeper stretch here. Take an inhale, bring it through center. And with the exhale, lean further to your left side. Now drop the right shoulder back, keep your chest open. You can always just keep the elbows wide. And if you want to take it further, go ahead, press through your palms. Use the left hand to draw the right arm across and just breathe. Now with your next inhale, back to center. Reach up high, release the hands from each other. And with the exhale, bring the hands down through heart center and down to the floor. And come up into all fours. Now, once you're in all fours, just take a moment here and move a little bit. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, loosen up your spine. And then I want to take this through threading the needle. So a little bit of twisting, and you don't have to make this too aggressive, keep in mind. But walk the hands forward a little bit past your usual all fours, about one hand's length. I want to keep this moving and just take this back and forth just to help loosen up your spine. So press down into the left hand. With your next inhale, reach your right arm up high. And then with the exhale, just bring the right arm underneath and bring the shoulder all the way down. We're going to move back and forth. Press into the left hand. Inhale the right arm up high again. Exhale, right arm underneath, bring the shoulder all the way down. Press into your left hand. Inhale the right arm up high. Exhale, right arm underneath, bring the shoulder to the floor. Hold here. And just stack that left shoulder above the right. Now this might be good enough. Bring your gaze up high. If you want to take it further, keep the left shoulder lifted, but maybe with your left hand, take hold of your right wrist. And you can use that grip to try to stretch the right arm longer, pressing the hand away from you. Keep the right shoulder down. And if you want to take it further still, you can step the left foot straight back, but see that you're dropping the left hip down low. And just breathe with this. And a lot of the stretch is going to move into the back line of the body. Now, if you lifted the left knee, go ahead and set it back down. Left hand to the floor. With your next inhale, reach the right arm up high. And then with the exhale, bring that right hand down and come back to that lengthened out all fours. We'll take this on the other side. Press to the right hand. Inhale your left arm up high. Exhale, left arm underneath. Bring the shoulder all the way down. And then press into your right hand. Inhale the left arm up high again. Exhale, bring that left arm underneath and bring the shoulder to the floor. One more time. Press into your right hand. Inhale your left arm up high. Exhale, left arm underneath. Bring the shoulder down and just keep it down here. Now keep your spine long. Right shoulder stays above the left. You can just stay like this, and that's plenty. And if you want to take it further, maybe with your right hand, take hold of the left wrist. And then use that right hand, try to stretch the left arm out, pressing that hand away from you. Now, if you want to take it further, you can step the right foot back, but see that you're dropping the right hip down toward the floor. Just breathe with this. Now, if you lifted the right knee, just set it back down. Right hand comes back to the floor. With your next inhale, reach your left arm up high. Exhale, come back down and come to your usual all fours, resting the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we'll take this into the wrist, and we'll take this to the spine as well a little bit here. So look down at your hands and keep the palms facing down. One by one, rotate your hands. Fingertips to the side. See about pointing your fingertips in toward your knees. Come as far in that rotation as you can. Now set your hands down flat. Spread your fingers out wide. Grip the floor. Press your spine up toward the ceiling and keep that tight grip. Now I want you to hold on to that. Feel the stretch. Let it move through the wrists and into the forearms. And then I want to take this through cow and cat breathing. And I'm going to cue this. Take this super slow and try to work the motion through your spine as it go back and forth. But with an inhale, just drop your belly. Pull your chest forward through your arms. Lift your gaze up high. Find that arch of the full length of your spine. Now keep gripping the floor. As you exhale, chin to chest. Round your spine as completely as you can. Pull your belly in and empty out. Just 2 more times like that. With the inhale, take it slow. Drop your belly. Pull your chest forward. Gaze up high. Keep that grip with the fingers. And then as you exhale, chin to chest. Round your spine completely and press the belly in. Now one more time. Drop your belly down. Pull your chest forward. Gaze up high. Fill up. And then one more time to empty. Chin to chest. Round your spine. And just round as completely as you can. Keep gripping with your fingers. And then go ahead, come up off your palms onto the fingertips and walk the hands in close to your knees, about one hand's length forward. And you can always come closer, keep in mind. Now for this, I want you to flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms facing up, fingertips pointing in toward your knees. And I want to start to focus this more on the upper body rather than the lower. Now, if you want to back off on the pressure in the hands, bring the hands right in front of the knees. Otherwise, you can go further forward, and that'll make it a little bit more intense. But spread your fingers wide, press your fingertips down, flatten your hands, keep the arms straight and your spine pressed up high, and keep your belly pulled in, almost like somebody's trying to punch you in the stomach. So try to hold that tension with the belly pulled in. Now, without releasing that, so we're not tipping the pelvis here, I want you to sink your chest down low and just feel the shoulder blades squeeze toward each other. And then press your spine up high and feel the shoulder blades spread apart. So you're just moving across the upper back. Just sink down low and press back up. And it's a subtle movement here. And if you're not used to it, it's very easy just to not figure out how to tune into this. You're trying to feel the shoulder blades pinch toward each other as you sink down. And then spread wide apart as you press back up. And what you're doing basically is just lowering and lifting your rib cage. And then just do it one more time. Sink your chest down as low as you can. Try to squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other, still with straight arms. And then one more time, press back up, spread the shoulder blades apart, keep your spine rounded. And then come up onto your fingertips, down to sitting on your heels. Just take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once the hands are ready, go ahead and bring your legs out from underneath you and come to a seat. Now we'll set this up for, well, we're going to take it toward reverse tabletop, but first we're going to walk this. So feet in front of you about hips width distance, hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Now palms to the floor, fingertips out to the sides, lift your seat up off the mat. And then just loosen this up. All I want you to do is crab walk this to the back of the mat. So just let your weight shift side to side, one hand to the other. Once you make it to the back of the mat, walk this forward. You're not walking too far, it's a few steps. Now when you make it to the front, we're going to walk this back, but take it differently. So exaggerate this. And really press into your hand, let your chest open from one side to the other. And just take it back and forth like this. Feel the weight from your shoulder pressing down into your palm, straight on. Once you make it to the back of the mat, do the same thing, walking this forward, opening your chest side to side. And then when you make it to the front of the mat again, we're going to walk it back, but this time just come halfway. Now once you're back to the center of the mat, just come down, shake your hands out for a moment. Now let's take reverse tabletop since we're here. So feet in front of you about hips width distance apart, hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Now if you can, point your fingertips forward. If you need to back off from the wrist, just keep the fingertips out to the sides. Either way, pressing your hands and feet, lift your seat. And let's take it up and down. So with the inhale, press your hips high as you can. Exhale, sink this back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink this back down. And then with your next inhale, press high and we're going to hold here. So stay lifted. Now you can look forward, look up, or hang your head back, but keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips pressing high, and keep lifting your chest. Let that stretch your shoulders. Just keep breathing with this. When you're ready, here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just slowly come back down. And once you're down, just take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. And then once you're ready, cross at the ankles. Roll forward, your hands find all fours. And from all fours, we're going to take this down onto the forearms. We're going to take this up toward dolphin. So I want you to bring your forearms down to the mat. Now you get two choices here. You can have the forearms parallel with the palms down, or you can press your palms together. Whichever you choose, pay attention to the elbows. Keep them a little bit narrower than shoulder width to start. And be sure to press down into your hands. Don't just take the weight to your elbows. Now from here, I just want you to tuck the toes of both feet. And we're just going to take this up and down to loosen this up. So press down to your hands. With an inhale, lift your knees, bring your hips up as high as you can. And then with the exhale, just dip your knees back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, bring your knees down. Inhale, hips up high. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, lift your hips again. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, sink down one more time. Just take a breath or two. And then we're going to come back up. I want to take this into Dolphin Push-Ups. And keep in mind, you can just hold Dolphin. That could be plenty. But again, check in with your arms. So see if the elbows are within shoulder width to start. And then go ahead, tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees, get your hips up as high as you can. Now, if you need to, you can always keep a bend in your knees. And you can come down and take a break whenever you like. Otherwise, if you can, walk your feet forward. Try to get the hips as high as possible. Now press down your hands. You can just let your head hang and stay here. This is enough. Stay lifted between the shoulders. And if you want to take this into movement, we'll move this toward those dolphin push-ups and just take it slow. So from here, when you're ready, with an inhale, bring your chin forward toward your hands. Exhale, press this back, hips go up high. Inhale, bring this forward, chin toward your hands. Exhale, press it back. Bring it forward for 3. And then press it back. Forward for 4. And then press it back. Forward for 5. Press this back again. Forward for 6. And then press it back. Forward for 7. And back. And then forward for 8. And back. Forward for 9. Bring it back again. And then forward for 10. Press it back. Bring your knees down. And then come back up onto your hands. And I'm sure you can tell we're doing a lot with the shoulders today. So just take a moment here, move around, loosen things up. Now, when you're ready for me, just come back into center in all fours. Resting at the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we're just going to keep this as spinal balance here to start. So keep your gaze down. Reach the crown of the head straight forward and your tailbone straight back. And then extend forward through your right arm and back through your left leg. Now, straighten this out as much as you can. Reach to the fingertips and toe tips and hold here and try to keep everything in line. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, squeeze this in, elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Now inhale, reach long and stay reaching here. Now look forward toward the right hand and then bend your left knee. Now as best you can, reach back with that right hand. See about finding the left foot. Or maybe just reach and keep your gaze forward. This could be good enough. Now if you do have that grip, see about kicking to that right hand. Try to draw the right shoulder forward and just breathe here. Now I'm going to play with the balance a little bit, so just take it slow. Left leg stays as is, but release the right hand. Bring the right hand down inside the left, and then you're going to transfer the weight. So set the right palm down, but come up onto the fingertips of your left hand. Maybe just stay here with the left knee bent. Now if you want to go bit by bit, you can just hover the left hand, maybe reach that left arm back. Now keep gripping the floor with the right hand. If you can't, with your left hand, take hold of the left foot. Now, if you do find that grip, see about kicking your left hand, try to draw the shoulder forward and lift the knee. This is supposed to be tricky, keep in mind. And then from wherever you are, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just slowly release this. Both hands down, both knees down, and come back to all fours. Move around for a moment. We'll take all that to the other side. So resting at the shoulders, knees underneath the hips to set this up again. Just keep your gaze down, reach the crown of the head forward and the tailbone back. And then extend forward through your left arm and back through your right leg. Now lengthen this out as much as you can. Reach to the fingertips and toe tips. Keep your body in line. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, squeeze this in, elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Now inhale, reach this long, stay reaching here. And then look forward. Now bend the right knee, reach back with your left hand. And maybe just reach, and this could be plenty. If you can, go ahead and grip that right foot. Now if you have that grip, try to draw the shoulder forward as you kick into the hand. Breathe here, hold your balance. And then again, we'll play with the balance here just a little bit. So keep the right leg as is, but release your left hand. Left hand comes down just inside your right hand. Transfer the weight. So the left palm comes down, come up onto the fingertips of the right hand, stay lifted. And then go slow. Maybe just hover the right hand. Maybe reach the right arm back. Now if you can find the right foot with that right hand, kick into the hand, let this pull your shoulder back for a moment, but then pull it forward. Keep your balance here best you can. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down, both knees down. Back to all fours. Take a moment here, move around. Now, if you want to chill out here for a moment, that's fine. But whenever you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Now, from your down dog, just take a moment here. Paddle out, stay loose. And then just pay attention to how you set this up. Flatten your palms as much as you can so you can feel some weight toward your thumbs. Sink your chest low, but at the same time, press your hips up as high as you can. Really reach long through the hips. Let that lengthen and straighten everything out through the upper body. One long line from the wrist creases through to the hips. Keep some tension in your core. Keep lengthening your spine. And if your legs are tight, if your hamstrings are tight, keep a bend in the knees and let that tension go. You can always stay loose. You can pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend of the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine around. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. You can hang your hands all the way down. Maybe reach to opposite elbows. Maybe shake side to side. And just breathe here. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in the knees to begin, but then restack your spine. So slowly roll this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready here with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly here, and then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor, to the shins, lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat and step this back to high plank. Now find your shape here, wristing the shoulders, palms press down, press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling, try to keep your spine lifted between the shoulder blades just like we did before. And use your core to hold your hips around the shoulders and heels as best you can. Now take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, slowly bring your knees to the mat. Shoulders forward, elbows bend in. Now bring your chin and chest down low. And then with an inhale, go ahead, straighten your arms, pull forward to upward facing dog. And then pull your belly in. Hips up high, back to downward facing dog. And then we'll take this through our sun salutations here with that variation. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Now inhale to standing, reach your arms high. Exhale, fold this all the way down again. Inhale, half lift here. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back to high plank. And then let's bring it down. Knees to the floor. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring the chin and chest down low. Now with an inhale, go ahead, straighten your arms, pull your chest forward, come to the tops of your feet. And then pull your belly in. Bring your hips up high, come back to down dog. We'll keep it steady, 2 more rounds. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, arms reach high. With the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, lift this up halfway. Exhale, hands to the floor, step it back to high plank. Let's bring it down. Knees to the mat. Pull the elbows in, bring your chin and chest down low. And then straighten the arms, pull your chest forward, upward facing dog. Belly pulls in, hips up high, back to downward facing dog. One more time like that. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, arms reach up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands, step it back to high plank. Let's bring it back down. Knees to the floor. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring the chin and chest down low. With an inhale, straighten your arms, chest forward, upward facing dog. Pull your belly in, hips up high, back to down dog. And just take a moment here, pedal out and breathe. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And with your right leg lifted, just move to a scorpion dog right away. So bend the right knee, hang the right foot left. Just work to stack your hips for a moment. With your next inhale, straighten your right leg, three-legged dog. And then with the exhale, set the right foot down next to the left. Take it on the other side. Inhale your left leg up high. Move this into your scorpion dog. Bend the left knee, hang the left foot right. Work to stack your hips. Inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. And then with the exhale, set that foot down. Now from your down dog, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold this down. Now inhale to standing, reach your arms high. And with the exhale, sink into chair this time. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle in, keep your gaze forward, keep the weight centered on your heels. And feet within hips with distance. Big toes towards center, knees towards center as well. We're going to bind this from above. So bring the right hand behind your head with the palm facing in. Left palm faces the other way. Now clasp the fingers and use that left arm. Draw the right arm behind your head. Press your head back into your right arm so you can still look forward. Keep your chest open, keep your shoulders back. And just take this to where it works for you. You don't have to bring that right arm to one particular position. Keep the knees bent, bring your hips down low. Now hold this shape, lift your toes up off the floor. And we'll take it back and forth. Work this as best you can. Roll it forward, bring your heels up high. And then set your heels down. Bring it forward again, lift your heels. And then set your heels down. One more time forward, heels stay high, knees are still bent. Keep breathing here. And just keep your gaze forward. Now if you can go deeper, maybe hinge from the knees and bring your hips down lower, thighs toward parallel with the floor. And then just set that right heel down. Now take an inhale here. And with the exhale, bring your hands to your hips. And then come up to standing with your left knee high. Now just give yourself a moment to feel out your balance. Now press into that right big toe, keep your gaze forward. When you're ready, just take this to a light standing twist with your right hand. Bring it to the outside edge of your left knee, and then draw your left shoulder back. Now open your chest to the left side, this could be plenty. If you want to take it further, maybe reach your left arm back. And you can always go further reaching that right hand for the left foot, but just take this to where you can. Now we're still balancing, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just turn back to center, hands, hips, left knee lifted. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just step the left foot all the way back and bring your hands to the floor. Come into low lunge. Now from low lunge, we're going to take a side plank variation. The left hand's going to be your base. So roll to the outside edge of the left foot, and then step your right foot back. Now you can keep the right foot on the floor, keep your hips up high, reach that right arm high. And if you want to take it further, maybe stack your legs, but keep your hips lifted, look up toward the ceiling, and just breathe here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, right hand forward, right foot forward, back to low lunge. And we're going to take this down to a kneeling lunge. So bring your left knee down to the floor, flatten the left foot behind you. Hands to your hips. Now go ahead, back your hips up so they stack over your left knee. And just bring your torso all the way to upright. Now once you come up, the right knee's bent at about 90 degrees, but keep your feet on two separate tracks, hips with distance apart. Press down into the right foot and kick down into the left. And then when ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, vertical twist, right arm back, left arm forward. Just open your chest to the right. Inhale back to center, reach the arms up high. Exhale, twist like this again, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale back to center, arms up high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward. Now try to keep the arms in line, look back toward that right hand. Just keep your chest open to the side. This is good enough, you can stay here. Now if you can take it further, press firmly into both feet. And then maybe start to lean this back, even as you open to the side. Right hand reaching toward your left heel, you're not trying to touch it. Just keep the front of the left side long and keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. And when you keep this kneeling shape, we're taking a half camel variation here. So press into both feet, keep your hips pressed forward, keep the glutes engaged on your left side. And then just very slowly, walk your gaze up the front wall. Find the point of the ceiling directly above you, check in here. So go ahead, lower the shoulders toward the floor, keep your hips pressed forward. This is good enough. And if you want to take it further, you can keep walking your gaze along the ceiling. Maybe look for the back wall. And just take this as far as you're able. Now this might be good enough here as well. Keep your hips pressing forward. If you want to take this further, maybe reach both hands behind your head. Just take this to where you can. And then slowly pull this back in. Hands to heart center. Bring your torso upright. Look forward. Just take a couple breaths. And then just bring your hands to your hips. Now lean forward to the right foot. Tuck the toes to the left. And lift your left knee up off the floor. So we're taking this to a high lunge stance. So deep bend on the right knee, left leg towards straight, left hip pulls forward, right hip back. And then when you're ready, we're going to take an eagle bind with the arms. So it's going to be left arm under, right arm over, cross at the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. Now if you can't reach the hands, just do what works. If you can't get the palms together, you can always reach to the shoulders. Whichever you're doing, keep the arms squeezing, shoulders down, elbows high. And we're going to take this into the back leg before we go anywhere else. Now keep your spine tall, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just dip into that left knee, come down low. Now inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Now exhale, lower one more time. Stay low, but stay tall. Just hover the knee up off the floor. Keep your gaze forward and keep the arm squeezing. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, straighten that left leg, lean forward to the right foot, and we're coming back into balancing. The weight comes to the right foot. Bring yourself to standing with your left knee high, And let's take this into full eagle with the legs as well. So cross the left leg over the right. Now squeeze your legs together, sink your hips down. Lift the elbows, keep the arms squeezing as well. You can always touch that left foot to the floor. But keep the gaze forward and keep breathing here. Hold to your balance, press into that right big toe. Now with your next inhale, go ahead and straighten the right leg, lift your left knee. And then with the exhale, just release. Arms at your sides and bring the left foot down. You can shake that right foot out for a moment. When you're ready here, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. Step this back to plank is what I'm trying to say. There we go. Step it back to high plank. And then we'll take it down. So knees to the floor. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. When you're ready with an inhale, straighten your arms, pull your chest forward, upward facing dog. And then pull the belly back in. Hips up high, find your down dog. And just pedal out here for a moment and breathe. From down dog, let's take all that to the other side. So take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, bend your knees, look forward. No, don't do that. Let's do this. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high. And I do apologize. Okay, bend your left knee, find that scorpion dog. Stack the left hip above the right. I've been doing too many variations of this flow lately. Go ahead with an inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. And with the exhale, bring the left foot down. Now with your next inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And then move into that scorpion dog. Bend the right knee, hang the right foot left. Try to open up your hips. With your next inhale, straighten the right leg. And with the exhale, bring the right foot down next to the left. Now from downward facing dog, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and step to the front of the mat. Now inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach this up high. And with the exhale, sink into chair again. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, as you settle in, feet within hips with distance, big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And we'll bind this from above. So the left hand comes behind your head with the palm facing in. Right palm faces the other way. Clasp your fingers. Use that right hand. Draw the left arm behind your head. Press your head back into your left arm. And just enough so you can still stay upright and look forward. Keep your chest open. Keep your shoulders back. You can sink down further. Now while you hold on to this, keep your knees bent but lift your toes. Roll this forward. Bring the heels up high. And then just set your heels back down. Bring it forward again. Lift your heels. And then set your heels down. One more time forward, heels stay high, hold here, keep breathing. Now keep your torso upright. If you want to go deeper, see about bending from the knees. And maybe bring the thighs toward parallel with the floor. Keep your gaze forward, keep your torso upright best you can. And then from wherever you are, just set the left heel down, keep the right heel lifted. Go ahead, bring your hands to your hips. And when you're ready, straighten the left leg, come to standing with your right knee high this time. Now press the left big toe, stay tall, keep your gaze forward to start. Now once you're stable, let's move into that standing twist. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Pull the right shoulder back and just take it slowly. Open your chest to the right side. Be sure you're staying tall and bring your gaze right. Now if you want to go further, go ahead and reach that right arm back. Further still, you can reach the left hand to the outside edge of the right foot, maybe extend the leg, but just take it to where you can still balance right now. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just turn back to center. Hands to your hips, right knee still lifted. Take an inhale here. And with the exhale, step the right foot back, bring both hands down, come into low lunge. And from your low lunge, we'll take it to side plank. So the right hand's your base. Now roll to the outside edge of the right foot, slide your left foot back. Now you can always keep the left foot on the floor. Keep your hips lifted, or maybe you stack your legs one above the other. But left arm high, bring your gaze up high. Keep your hips lifted, keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring the left hand forward, left foot forward. You're back in low lunge. Now to a kneeling lunge, bring the right knee down. Flatten the right foot behind you. Now stack the hips over the right knee. And then hands to your hips with an inhale. Just bring this all the way upright. Now be sure the legs on two separate tracks. Hips with distance side to side. Press down to the left foot, kick down into the right. And keep the glutes engaged on the right side. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, vertical twist. Left arm back, right arm forward. Just open your chest to the left. Inhale to center, reach us up high. Exhale, twist again, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale back to center, arms up high. Exhale one more time, left arm back, right arm forward. Now hold here, try to keep the arms in line, look back toward that left hand. Now keep your hips pressing forward if you want to take this further. Arms stay in line, but you can lean this back. Reaching the left hand toward the right foot, you're not trying to touch it. Just keep the front of the right side nice and long and keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Now just keep your chest squared toward the front of the mat. Kick down into the right foot, keep that hip pressing forward, keep the tension in the glutes on the right side. Half camel variation here. So walk your gaze up the front wall. And again, find that point in the ceiling directly above you. Just check in. Hips are forward, shoulders down, keep your chest open. This is plenty. If you want to take it further, you can keep walking gaze along the ceiling, maybe look toward the back wall. And if you want to go further still, be sure the hips are still pressing forward, but you can reach the arms back if you want to take it there. Just take it to where you can right now. Now slowly, just draw this back in. Walk your gaze along the ceiling, find the front wall, hands to heart center. And then when you're ready from here, let's take the eagle bind on the other side. So this time it's going to be right arm under, left arm over. Cross to the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face. So you can reach to the shoulders again, just do what works. Keep the arms squeezing and the shoulder blades spread apart. Now from here, lean forward to that left foot, tuck the toes of the right, and then lift the right knee up off the floor. And just give yourself a moment to feel this out. Make sure your stance is wide so you're still balanced. So deep in the left knee, right leg towards straight, keep the torso upright best you can. I'm going to take it into the back leg, so take an inhale. With the exhale, just dip into that right knee, come down low. Now inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Stay low this time. And just keep hovering the knee. Keep your spine tall. Keep the arms squeezing. And then we'll take this into balancing. So lean forward to the left foot. When you're ready, come up to standing with the right knee high. And let's take this into eagle on this side. So right leg crosses over the left. Now squeeze the legs together as they cross, sink down. Maybe touch that right foot to the floor. Shoulders down, elbows high. Keep the arms squeezing as well and just keep breathing here. Now with your next inhale, straighten the left leg, lift the right knee. And then with the exhale, just release to standing, arms at your sides. When you're ready with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands, step it back to high plank. Bring your body in line, press into your palms. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring the knees to the floor. Shoulders forward, elbows back, chin and chest come down low. With your next inhale, straighten the arms, pull your chest forward, upward facing dog. And then draw the belly in. Hips up high, back to down dog. And give yourself a moment here. Paddle this out and breathe. Let's take it into the next sequence. From your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, sink this into chair again. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle, we'll bind it low this time. So bring that right arm behind your low back. Palm face away. It's going to come all the way to the left side. Left hand meets the right. So palms together, fingers interlaced. Pull the shoulders back, keep your chest open. Maybe sink this down lower. Now from here, take it back and forth. Lift your toes up off the floor. And then roll this forward. Bring your heels up high, legs squeezed toward each other. Set your heels back down. Bring it forward again, lift your heels. And then set them back down. One more time forward, heels stay high. Keep your gaze forward, keep the shoulders back, keep breathing. Now if you want to take it deeper, keep looking forward, keep your chest open, but maybe hinge from the hips. And see about bringing your belly down toward touching your thighs. And just take this to where you can. You don't have to go too deep. Now from wherever you are, just set the right heel in. Bring your hands to your hips. And then slowly come up to standing with your left knee high. And just give yourself a moment here to find your balance. Now once you're ready, line that left knee up with the right. And then we'll take this into dancing. So reach back with your left hand. Find the inside edge of the left foot. Now maybe find that grip is enough. Bring your knees together, and this is fine. You can just stay tall. If you want to go further, reach your right arm high with the palm forward. Now if you're going to take it further, go slow. Kick into that left hand, and then slowly lean against the tension of the kick. Draw the left shoulder forward, keep your gaze forward. Be sure that left knee lifts. You don't have to go deep at all. And again, just take it the way you can right now. Now as far as you might take this, slowly come back up. Hands to your hips, lift your left knee. You're still balancing here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just step the left foot back. Bring both hands down and come into low lunge. Now from that low lunge, we'll go back to side plank. Left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Slide the right foot back. You can keep the right foot down. Maybe you stack your legs. But reach the right arm high. Keep your hips lifted. Gaze up high. Just breathe here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, right hand forward. Right foot forward. Back to low lunge. And from low lunge, we'll take it to warrior two. So with an inhale, drop your left heel. Lift your torso. Windmill the arms. Open up to your left side. And take a moment to set this up. Deep bend on the right knee, straight left leg. One line from the front heel to the back arch. You can always slide that front foot forward a little bit. Make the stance nice and long, get your hips down low. Now from here, we're gonna bind the front arm. Bring the right hand behind your back, palm facing away. Try to point that right elbow to the front of the mat. And reach that left arm back, open the left palm toward the ceiling. We'll go back and forth like this. So inhale, reverse, reach back, lean back, gaze up high. And then with the exhale, extend it forward, reach forward, keep looking up. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Now with the exhale, extend this forward one more time. Stay here and bring that left hand to your left hip. Now if you can take it further, try to bring that right elbow inside the right thigh. This could be good enough. Draw the left shoulder back, gaze up high. And if you want to go further, maybe reach that left arm high. Maybe reach your left arm forward, but just breathe here. You're still in that warrior two. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. Turn the heels in towards center, toes out to the sides. Move around for a moment. We're taking this into a horse stance here. So just a wide-legged squat. Hips toward the level of the knees, thighs toward parallel with the floor as close as you can get. And then when you're ready, settle in with the arms out wide. Now I want to take this into an eagle bind. So it's going to be left arm under, right arm over. Cross at the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face. Now bring the hips down low, keep the arms squeezing. Try to keep the hips at this level. And we're just going to fold it halfway down, so take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly hinge from your hips. Bring your torso down toward parallel with the floor. And if your legs are burning too much, which is likely, you can just straighten the legs and bend the knees and come back and forth, but keep your chest facing down. If you can go deeper, start to move side to side within the inner thighs and just feel that added stretch. And then just bring this back into center. Now with an inhale, slowly bring your torso upright. You still got the eagle bind. And we're going to take this toward the front of the mat. So look at your right foot. Pivot on the heel, point the toes to the front. Put the weight to the right foot, lift your left heel. And then come forward with your left knee high. Now I want to take this to a figure four with the legs. So bring that left ankle across the right thigh. Left knee to the side, toes, the left foot are curled. Now maybe just stay upright with the arms squeezing. This is good enough. You can always release the arm bind if you need to. But try to focus on the legs here. If you can take it deeper, bend into that right knee, start to hinge from the hips, maybe come down a little bit. If you want to take it further, you can start to hinge forward and maybe even bring your elbows past that lifted shin. Just take this to where you can. Now from wherever you are, slowly bring everything upright. Left knee lifted. And then just release to standing. Left foot down, arms at your sides. You can shake things out a little bit. When you're ready here, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hand, step it back to high plank. And then once you find your shape, take an inhale. With the exhale, bring the knees to the mat. Shoulders forward, elbows back, chin and chest come down low. With an inhale, straighten your arms, pull your chest forward, upward facing dog. And then belly in, hips up high, back to down dog. Take a moment here, paddle out. We'll bring all that to the other side. From your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and step or float to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, sink in the chair one more time. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now I want to bind this low again. So left arm behind your low back, palm face away. Bring that hand to the right side. Right hand meets the left. Palms together, fingers interlaced, shoulders pulled back. Keep your chest open. You can sink this down lower if you like. Now hold on to the shape. Keep looking forward. Lift your toes. And then back and forth. Roll this forward, bring your heels up high. And then set your heels down. Forward again, lift your heels. And then set your heels down. One more time forward, heels stay high, keep breathing here. Shoulders pulled back, keep looking forward. If you want to go deeper, maybe hinge from the hips. And see about bringing your belly closer to your thighs. Just take it to where you can. And then slowly, just set the left heel down. Right heel lifted, hands to your hips. When you're ready, come to standing with that right knee high and take a moment here to find your balance. Again, pressing that left big toe, keep your gaze forward. Now, once you're ready, we're going to take this into dance. So line the right knee up the left, and then reach back with your right hand. Find the inside edge of the right foot. Now, once you have that grip, just kick into your hand. You can line up the knees, maybe just stay here, good enough by itself. If you're going to take it further, left arm high, palm forward. Further still, kick into the right hand. Lean forward against the tension of the kick. So be sure you're lifting that right knee at least a little bit if your chest comes forward at all. Keep your gaze forward, keep breathing. Just take this as deep as you're able. It doesn't have to be extreme, that's for sure. Now slowly, let's bring this back to vertical. Hands to hips, right knee lifted. And then when you're ready from here, take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly step the right foot back, bring both hands down, come into your low lunge. And then from low lunge, we'll take it to side plank one more time. Right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Slide the left foot back. You can always keep the left foot on the floor. Or maybe stack your legs. Either way, hips up high, left arm high, look up toward the ceiling, and just hold here. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. Now at the exhale, bring the left hand forward, left foot forward, back to low lunge. Low lunge to your warrior two. With an inhale, drop the right heel. Lift your torso, wimble the arms, open out to the right side. Just give yourself a moment to settle in here. You can lengthen it out further. Deep bend left knee, straight right leg, and again, one line from the front heel to the back arch. Maybe walk that left foot further forward. Now keep your torso upright, stay open to the right side, but let's bind the front arm. Left hand behind your back, palm face. Maybe try to point that left elbow toward the front of the mat. Open the right palm up toward the ceiling and reach back. Now back and forth here with an inhale, reverse. Reach back, lean back, gaze up high. With the exhale, extend it forward, reach forward, keep looking up. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend forward one more time, stay forward. And bring that right hand to the right hip for a moment here. See about bringing that left elbow inside the left thigh. Now keep the right shoulder pulled back, look up. Now you can reach up through that right arm, or maybe reach that right arm past your head. Just take this where you can. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly, just bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. Turn the heels in, toes out, come back to that horse stance. And then again, take a moment to sink in, just move around. Hips toward the level, knees, thighs toward parallel to the floor. And then go ahead and reach the arms out wide. Now let's take the eagle bind here. Right arm under, left arm over. Cross at the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face, or reach to the shoulders and do what works. Keep the arms squeezing, keep your hips low. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, slowly, just hinge from the hips, press them back without lifting best you can, and face your chest to the floor. Keep your knees out wide. Now you can go back and forth, lifting and lowering the hips and take some of that burn out of your legs. Or maybe just stay low. Try to keep your chest facing down and just move side to side within the inner thighs. And just breathe here. Now if you're moving, settle in at center. And then with an inhale, slowly bring this all the way to upright. Now look down at the left foot, pivot on the heel, point the toes to the front of the mat. Turn toward the front and lift the right heel, square your hips forward. Now let's bring it forward to balancing. Onto your left foot. And into that figure four, right ankle crosses your left thigh. So right knee aside, toes to the right foot are curled. Maybe stay upright, this is good enough. If you want to go deeper, you can start to bend into both knees and sink down. And maybe even fold this forward. So if you really want to take it deep, you can bring yourself down over that lifted shin, maybe bring the elbows past. But just take it to where you can here, keep your balance. All right, from wherever you are, slowly, let's bring this upright. Hands to your hips. Go ahead, bring that right foot down. And then once you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And with the exhale, set the hand, step it back to high plank. And then once you bring yourself into line, take an inhale. With the exhale, bring the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows in, bring your chin and chest down low. And then with an inhale, straighten your arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up high, back to down dog. Paddle out here and breathe for just a moment. We'll take half pigeon. So when you're ready with an inhale, raise your right leg up high. With the exhale, bring that leg forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go ahead and bring the left knee down, flatten the left foot behind you. Pull the left hip forward, keep it in line with the right. And just let your weight sink straight down, but keep your hips squared. Left hip still pulling forward. Now keep some tension in the right leg. Curl the toes of the right foot, kick it down into the floor. Keep the left hip pulling forward. And if you want to stay upright, you can take it here. You can always move toward a back bend. And if you want to settle in, you can come down to the elbows, maybe melt down all the way, but keep some of that tension through both feet as you're settling in. And again, keep your hips squared. Just breathe with this for a moment. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them into center. We're going to take another pose. So once your hands are close enough, pull your belly in, stack your hips over your left knee. Keep the right knee forward, but bring it to the center of the mat. And then cross your legs here. So bring that left knee in directly behind the right. Bring the feet out wide. We're going to take this into Gomulkasana. So as your legs squeeze together, come down to a seat between your heels. And just feel this out as best you can. If you need to back off, you can always sit with your left leg extended forward and the right leg crossed tightly over your left knee. Now take a moment to make the effort to get both sit bones down to the floor. You can just stay with this and maybe just take the stretch in the outer hips. If you want the arm bind, let's take it from below first. So right arm behind your low back, palm facing away. With your left hand, reach back. And whatever grip you can find, you can hold onto the wrist, maybe reach along the forearm, and maybe take hold of the elbow. But with your left hand, draw on that right arm and feel the stretch in the front of the right shoulder. Just breathe with this. Now keep the shoulders back and your chest open. I recommend just setting this upright. Some people want to fold this forward. And if you want to take the full bind, you can bring that right hand up between the shoulder blades, and then maybe left arm from above. If you can find that grip somewhere in between, go ahead and hold that. And if the full bind isn't working, and it may well not, took me 3 years to do this, you can always just take the half bind. There's nothing wrong with that. Just take this to where you can. Now from wherever you are, you take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release that grip. Both hands down behind you. Lean back, untangle your legs. And when you're ready, just cross the ankles. Come forward, your hands. Step back to down dog, and we'll take that on the other side. So when you're ready here, inhale your left leg up high. With the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, ankle somewhere behind the right. Flatten your right foot, straighten the right leg. Pull the right hip forward. Keep it in line with the left. Sink your weight straight down. And again, keep your hips squared. Right hip pulling forward as the hips sink toward the floor. Look for some of that stretch on the left side. Now, wherever you take this to, keep some tension in that left foot. Keep the toes curled and keep that foot kicking down. You can stay upright, maybe go deeper. Or maybe come down to the elbows, maybe melt down all the way. Take this to where you need to here. All right, and then from here, if your hands are forward, walk them back in. And once the hands are close enough, pull your belly in, stack your hips over the right knee. Keep the left leg forward, but bring that knee into center. And then cross the right leg in directly behind the left. Get the feet nice and wide. And as your legs squeeze together, come down to sitting between your heels. And give yourself a moment just to feel this out. Both sit bones to the floor. Bring yourself upright. And the leg bind is enough. You can stay with this. Now, if you want the arm bind from below, left arm behind the low back, palm facing away. With your right hand, find the grip, maybe the wrist, maybe along the forearm, maybe all the way to the elbow. And use that right hand, draw on your left arm, bring the shoulder back, open up your chest. Good enough here. If you want the full bind, left hand up between the shoulder blades. Right arm from above. And again, see it by finding that grip somewhere in between. And again, if you can't find the full bind, it's no big deal. This has only become easy for me in like the last 6 months, and I've been doing this for 8 years. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release whatever grip you have. Both hands down behind you, lean back, untangle the legs. And this time, come all the way down onto your back. Now, once you're down, draw the knees into your chest, squeeze everything in close. And then when you're ready, just release the left leg, extend it out fully. Left arm at your side. Right arm inside the right leg, take hold of the big toe. Now, once you got that grip, pull down, keep that right hip on the floor. And as you're pulling with the right hand, press up with the right foot. And you're just looking for the stretch in the back of the right thigh, working toward the hamstrings. Now, once you feel that, more than likely you'll have a bent knee. Just breathe into it here. And keep pulling down with the right hand, pressing up with the right foot. Now, if you need to change your grip, you use one of both hands. You can hold the foot, the ankle, the shin, the thigh, whatever works best. But again, keep pulling and pressing up at the same time. If you got a straight right leg, draw that big toe directly over your shoulder. But wherever you are, just breathe with this and hold on to the tension. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just slowly bend into the right knee, lower toward the side of your ribs. When the foot's low enough, right hand to the outside edge of the foot, left hand to the other side. This is a half happy baby variation. So work to stack the ankle above the knee best you can. Pull down with both hands, but press up into your hands at the same time. And just keep the tension working both directions here. Work that extra stretch to the inner right thigh. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release this. Bring both knees to your chest and just squeeze down for a moment. And then to switch it out, extend your right leg forward. Right arm at your side, left arm inside the left leg, find the big toe. Now once you got the grip, pull down. Keep that left hip on the floor. And then to take it further, start to press that left foot up toward the ceiling, but keep pulling down. Look for the stretch in the back of the left leg. Now if you want to change the grip, you can use one of both hands. Take the foot, the ankle, the shin, the thigh, whatever works best. But keep pressing up and pulling down at the same time. If your leg is straight, draw the big toe directly over your shoulder. And just breathe here. Hold the tension within the stretch. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just slowly bend into that left knee, lower it toward the side of your ribs. Change the grip. When the foot's low enough, left hand to the outside edge of the foot, right hand to the other side. Half happy baby here. Stack the ankle above the knee, pull down, and press the foot back up at the same time and stretch that left inner thigh. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release the right hand, and this time let's take the full pose. So pull your right knee in. Hands to the outside edges of the feet, ankles above the knees. Now pull down on both sides and try to press the knees to the floor, but press your feet up into your hands at the same time. Let this flatten your spine. Sink your tailbone down. You can rock side to side if you like. And if you want to take it further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here, draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body sink down into the mat for a moment. And then just start to move again here, bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And go ahead and lengthen this out. Take an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head and just let your body stretch for a breath or so. And then start to bring things back in. Elbows toward your chest, bring your knees up as well. And just take your time here. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Then just ground yourself into the mat, sack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here, hold on to it at the top. And just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.